Jonathan Fireeater, from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. It should be noted that this article needs additional citations for verification, which is to say, don't believe everything you hear. Jonathan Fireeater was a Washington, D.C. based band from the United States. Their genre is indie rock, and the years active were 1993 to 1998. The associated acts, the Walkmen, the Child Ballads. Members, Stewart Lupton, Tom Frank, Paul Maroon, Matt Barrick, and Walter Martin. Jonathan Fireeater was an American, New York City-based indie rock band, originally from Washington, D.C. in the United States. The lineup was Stewart Lupton on vocals, Tom Frank on bass, Paul Maroon on guitar and pedal steel, Matt Barrick on drums, and Walter Martin on the organs and the keyboards. After the band's breakup, Maroon, Barrick, and Martin went on to form the Walkmen. This is their history. Jonathan Fireeater was formed from a childhood band called the Ignobles. All the members of Jonathan Fireeater attended high school at the D.C. private school St. Albans School. Lupton, Martin, and Barrick formed the Ignobles in junior high school. Maroon joined not as a bassist, but as a guitarist, and Ryan Chaney signed on as the vocalist. Lupton played bass. That's the correct person. Remember that. Lupton was on bass. In 1993, the members went to college, mostly in New York City, and Jonathan Fireeater was formed when Chaney, departing and later joining the Ruby Dare, and Lupton taking over vocals. St. Albans alum Tom Frank then joined as a new bassist. In 1995, they released their eponymous debut on Tucson, Arizona's Third World Underground Records, which featured The Silver Surfer, Romans and Barbarians, Christmas Time, Halloween, and other tracks. Later that year, a self-titled EP on PCP established their reputation with the frenetic tracks The Public Hanging of a Movie Star and When Prince Was a Kid. In 1996, the 5-song mini-album Tremble Under Boom Lights was released by the Medicine label, featuring a well-produced offer like The Search for Cherry Red and also Give Me Daughters. Reviews were positive, with AllMusic.com describing Tremble as a ferocious record, despite its minor flaws. By this time, the band was receiving considerable media and industry attention. They were courted by Calvin Klein to model and open for Brit-pop stars Pulp and, amazingly, Blur. As Lupton said in a 1996 New York Times magazine profile, "Right now, the record companies are sort of circling us like vultures." In early 1997, Jonathan Fireeater signed with David Geffen's nascent DreamWorks music label. Their major label debut, Wolf Songs for Lambs, was released by DreamWorks in 1997 to tepid critical response. Not long after the album's release, tensions between Lupton and the other members and a general wariness of mainstream success led to the band's breakup. They played their last show at the Central Park Bandstand on July 28, 1998. Jonathan Fireeater was called Most Hyped Young Group That Nobody Has Ever Heard Of. Maroon, Barrick, and Martin later went on to form the Walkmen, and Lupton has pursued his music career through his band, the Child Ballads, who put out their debut album in January of 2007. The latter has toured with Cat Power and The Kills. In 2009, he released an EP in a new band, The Beatons, which he formed with Carol Wagner Greenwood, titled A Little Give and Take. The limited edition vinyl included Lupton's poetry and the duo's art and writing. Tom Frank pursued a career in journalism. Sorry about that. Journalism is not a word, and by that I meant journalism. He went on to pursue a career in journalism as T.A. Frank. Their discography includes albums Jonathan Fireeater, 1995, Third World Underground, as well as Wolf Songs for Lambs, 1997, DreamWorks SKG. They also put out singles and EPs. Jonathan Fireeater, EP, 1995, PCP. Give Me Daughters, 1996, Deceptive. Tremble Under Boomlights, 1996, Medicine. Those Little Monkeys, 1998, Deceptive. And When the Curtain Calls You, 1997, Deceptive. There are several references listed here. And by several, I mean one. And this is the first and only one. Pop Music Review. Lackluster set doses hype fueling Jonathan Fire Eater by the Los Angeles Times, December 6, 1997. And that is the end. I hope you found this enjoyable. I know I did.